Gungans, people, we have a Lightspeed bundle. Alert! Can I get a bam, bam, bam? Oh my dreams were made of this. So many questions asked. Arnold, when is the next Lightspeed bundle? And I'm gonna answer for the 5 millionth time. They are random, spontaneous. There's never a set schedule. And when they do come back, they come back in full force. You guys are gonna love and hate this today. We have 2 new Lightspeed bundles. One of them being a Grand Inquisitor Lightspeed bundle. Oh my gungans. People, I need you to strap in. Get on over here. Because this was something I thought would not be coming anytime soon, but it's right around the corner. People, it's been a crazy day. Just a few moments ago, we discussed the kit reveal for Hunter, and then this showed up. It's a wild day, so people, hopefully you have your holo pads open and you're keeping up because it's a wild week. I don't know what the heck's going on, but I kind of like it. So let's just get straight to business here. Grand Inquisitor Lightspeed bundle, found in the official data mines for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and Boba Fett Scion of Jango. And this opens up quite a conversation, my friends. Here's what we have. Let's pull up SWGoH events. As always, big thanks for them for doing this, because people want to get this heads up for stuff, and CG generally doesn't tell us until it finally happens. As you can see with the update that's happening in Galaxy of Heroes, we see Grand Inquisitor, Boba Fett Scion of Jango. And you probably want to know, how much moolah, how much is it gonna break your bank? Well, let's just hope your grandma's got some money laying around, because the Grand Inquisitor Lightspeed bundle, can I get a yeet roll? All right, it is gonna be $47.49 or $49.99 if you're paying the full sticker price. US dollars, $50. Let's just hold on the thoughts for a second. And then we have the Boba Fett Scion of Jango coming in at $40. I got a few other things to bring up to your attention before we move any further. We'll come back to this in a moment. We also have the return of some previous Lightspeed bundles. If you missed out on it, they're coming back. If you hop on over to the store section of the SWGoH events Discord server, Gary, delete my ugly mug. Thank you. As you can scroll through here, you see that you probably already saw the Reverend Lightspeed bundles have made a return. They're ending on February 10th, $9.99 each. And then we have ourselves the Jawa and Tusken Lightspeed making a recurrence yet again, starting on February 4th, ending February 11th. Furthermore, we have the return of the Chewbacca and the Jedi Ally Lightspeed bundle, returning on the 5th, ending on February 12th. And you might be asking, what about the Boba Fett Scion of Jango and the Grand Inquisitor Lightspeed bundle? Those are showing up February 6th. So if everything's right, these should be showing up tomorrow and ending on February 13th, and a bunch of variety of other bundles. I don't believe there's anything else. Let's do a quick tactile scanner. Tactile scanning. Scanning. We're scanning. Lightspeed. Oh, no one cares about this. Lightspeed bundle. I think that's all. So, wowza. I'm serious, people. Joe frickin' wowza. Now the question is, people, bring me back, Gary. Thank you. Gosh. Is it worth it? And the is it worth it's always gonna be subjective. I would remind you, people, in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, you can get everything for free. What is the biggest gate? Time. How fast do you want it? Do you want it here, or are you gonna spend the extra time to get it the old-fashioned way? That is what it really comes down to. Because at the end of the day, what's the biggest grind, in my opinion? It's Kyrotech. When I'm looking at this stuff, I'm looking at Kyrotech. Of course, sometimes there's a nuance, like, for example, Kiadi-Mundi. You can have all the Kyrotech in the world, but it takes so long to get him. Boba Fett Scion of Jango, kind of in a similar vein, where you can't really get these conquest characters other than Proving Grounds, and you can't get Proving Ground characters until you're 4 million GP. So you can see the conundrum that people end up being in at this point. But let's talk about the Grand Inquisitor Lightspeed first. This is the one that I hate and love. I hate it because it's $50, but I love it because if I had the opportunity, I would buy this in a heartbeat and save myself all the Kyrotech headache. I have this SWGoH gear calculator here. It's a good website if you ever want to know like how many more pieces of gear you need. Just to get the Grand Inquisitor, the Relic 5, all the Inquisitors, and the Kyrotech, you want to do some calculations? Here's the Kyrotech. I don't care about everything else. I don't care. I care about Kyrotech. And if you pull up your Lucky Boomer calculator, no, clear that out. we have 1050 of the Kyrotech shock prods. Combine it with 950 of those. Puts you at 2,000 Kyrotech needed. And, you know, you can go buy, you know, again, you can get Kyrotech for free. You can farm the characters, which, you know, there's a time barrier to them, but you can farm them. It's not like Boba Fett Scion of Jango. But if you do a crystal analysis just on the Kyrotech alone, not even trying to factor the time to get the characters 7 stars, the relic piece, the gear 12 stuff, hop on over in game real quick. Let's go. Take a look at the client restart. Boom, look at that. Updates hitting as we speak right now. We'll do a quick calculation here. But basically, just from the Kyrotech analysis, you're gonna get beyond $50 of value. Again, it's a package deal to Lightspeed time your way through the game. And you gotta ask yourself, and this is really what it comes down to. Of course, you guys know me. I'm a fan of the $10 Lightspeed bundles, the 15, maybe 20. Oh gosh, once you start pushing up pushing the ante up a little bit, it's like, But again, here's the problem with the Inquisitors. No one wants to go out of their way to get them until they get Reva. That is the biggest problem here. Where are the Kyrotechs at? All right, let's go for a batch of 50. So, all right, so let's do this. If you divide this, no, Garrett, get this out of here. No, that's not what I want. The calculator. Thank you. Divide that by 50. It's basically 40 times you got to buy this bundle over. And if you start looking at, the crystals, how many crystals it would take, that's a lot of crystals. What is 56,000 crystals equivalent to? It's a good chunk of money, people. If you were just to go out of your way, brute force your way through all the spending, that's like, $300 plus in crystal. If you did 16,500, yeah, 16,500, and you just multiply that by 3, I mean, it's basically $300 of Kyrotech. So again, when you have the power to price everything, when you look at the alternative, which is to buy everything right now individually, it's a steal. It looks like a steal. Again, I will say this, out of the expensive Lightspeed bundles that have come to Galaxy Heroes, this one would entice me because the Inquisitors are, again, one of those things that they're not a good team until you get Reva. And they're one of the more Kyro heavy, hungry teams that exist out there. People were asking for a Lightspeed bundle for the Inquisitors. Do what you got to do. If your grandma's got some money laying around, this would be probably the $50 Lightspeed bundle that I would buy. If I could do it all over again, if I could break my free-to-play pledge in my other account, I would buy it just so I can get the Inquisitor up and running. The scythe is still useful, although it kind of got indirectly nerfed the past couple months. But at the end of the day, Reva's great. Farming the rest of these guys, not so great. That's the biggest thing. And the Inquisitor event, I'm going to tell you this right now, people. I know you guys are going to buy it. You guys are going to hop into the Inquisitor event. I'm warning you right now. It's a painful event. I have guides on how I did it, but the point still is, you're going to get the relics. You're going to still throw some abilities on them. Get some good mods. That's the biggest problem with Lightspeed bundle. And prepare yourself for the Grand Inquisitor event. However, if you have Reva already, the Inquisitor event gets a little bit easier at that point. So, do what you got to do, people. It's your money, your priority. You know how you value things in your life. This is a big deal right here for a lot of people. Boba Fett Scion of Jango, however, I got some question marks. Now, sometimes they release these Lightspeed bundles, and then something comes up later on, you're like, shoot, I wish I bought that Lightspeed bundle. Like a lot of people after the Great Mothers came out, they're like, shoot, I wish I bought that Night Sister Lightspeed bundle. You just don't know until you know. Boba Fett Scion of Jango, let's speak in plain English here. Trash! Was that plain enough for you? Let's speak in the common man tongue right there. Boba Fett Scion of Jango, where does this do? I say what you want. Yeah, he's maybe mildly okay in territories at best. Beyond that, trash. Even though they tried giving him some Tusken synergy with the Tusken Chieftain, this is a character, generally when people unlock him, they keep him locked. It's not a character you want to dump your Kyrotech in, but that's the point. That's that Lightspeed bundle. What are Lightspeed bundles for? Yes, of course, speed up time, but also do things you just don't want to go out of your way and do. And unfortunately, Boba Fett Scion of Jango is one of them. Now, he's got the mercenary tag. I guess you could use him with Balin's Skull if you want, but generally, in my experience, I think I might, in territories, I might use Boba Fett Scion of Jango maybe one handful of times a year. And then in Grand Arena, rarely, unless I'm going for the memes. It was a dud, probably the worst Conquest character. Yeah, that's not Trench. Trench is actually at least he's trash plus. Boba Fett is just pure, utter trash. Should have stayed in the sands of Tatooine. Maybe they'll make him better, though. We don't know. We don't know, and that's the thing I can't assure you. But what I can assure you is I would not want to spend the Kyrotech in him. But the problem is, $40? $40? For me, again, I can give you the Kyrotech analysis. And yes, You get the value out when you combine the Kyrotech, the relics, the time. The time is the biggest thing. You can't just go out and farm like the Grand Inquisitor. You have to wait for proving grounds. That's the big thing. And who knows if he'll become useful. So basically, if you're not 4 million GP, it's basically difficult to get this guy. So we're seeing that we're getting Lightspeed for conquest units. You know, if you're someone that wants to get like a Malgus conquest unit in the Lightspeed bundle, maybe down the road they'll release Malicos, Bane. Holy cow, if they release Bane, shoot, man. If they ever release Bane for $40, I'd go into permanent debt for that. $40, let me go broke. That's my yearly budget right there. I don't know, whatever the case might be. Ooh, that would be enticing, but $40, it's a little much for me. I know they're putting a premium because it's a time-gated character. You just can't get him until you can get him, and I hate how that goes. So I'm gonna leave this one up to you, but I would say obviously between the two of these, this is the better one, especially for 5 characters, right? And then you get the Grand Inquisitor as a result. Much better use of that right there. Okay, I want to bring up one other thing here, people. Bring up that data mine yet again. So as we saw within the data mines, we have ourselves the return of the Jedi Allies Lightspeed bundle. Now with the Jedi Ally Lightspeed bundle, it was mainly a force of, it was basically more to help you kind of get through your way through the Naboo raid, right? We don't know how much longer the Naboo raid is going to be around at this point, but yes, the Naboo raid is going to be going away sometime in the near future. And here's the thing: if it wasn't for what we saw the other day with Jocasta Nu, I would say just skip it. There's no point. But two things: if they are going to keep this raid, maybe they cancel the previous raid. Remember, there was supposed to be something with the Bad Batch, whether it was some sort of new event, whether it was an assault battle, maybe it was supposed to be a raid. Not happening. So maybe there was supposed to be something soon, and it got pushed to whenever, and we might be keeping it in Naboo raid for a while. Okay, you'll be able to use it sometime down the road. And look at this, brand new in this update. Look at all these tags. You have +1 more battle for Naboo right there. Yeah, these tags, we're getting a lot of tags. But we have the Jedi Vanguard tag now, and a lot of those characters in the Jedi Allies bundle. Well, guess what? It includes some of these Jedi Vanguard members. Keller and Beck, Shakti. It's like almost basically like, isn't it? It's like it's almost all of them, right? Yeah, I think that, yeah, not all. It includes, what is it? Yeah, the Jedi Vanguard allies. It has a good chunk of them. You're gonna get what was it? The Luminar, for example. What is the other one? Was the Qui-Gon in there? I didn't buy it, but for a lot of people, this was helpful to participate in Battle for Naboo. And Jocasta Nu, oh, of course, they're not gonna give her the rifle as her idle stance. Come on, man. Anyways, Jedi Ally Lightspeed bundle. I think it's still gonna have some value for Naboo raid, and a lot of those guys, they're all in the Jedi Ally Lightspeed. They're all Jedi Vanguard. It might be beneficial for Jocasta Nu down the road. So, gosh, that's the thing about Lightspeed, is that they do so well. Even though I wish they're permanently available, kind of like in a journey guide, if you want to get them anytime. Because if you're late to the game, you want to get it, it kind of sucks. I still see people say, can I get the Suprema Cal Ren? No, you missed it. It might come back again, but who knows? But the way they do it, it causes FOMO, fear of missing out. And what if Jocasta Nu's got here with all these Jedi Allies bundles? You'd be like, oh man, I don't want to do it manually, so I don't want to cause FOMO. I'm just presenting the facts of the situation at hand here, but it's all TBD. We'll have to see what Jocasta Nu is bringing to the holotables. It's going to be a while. This next era for Star Wars Galaxy with the Jedi Vanguards and all this other stuff is going to happen after the Bad Batch, and we still got quite a bit of time. We're looking at probably, what is it, Gary? Yeah, kind of like sometime in the April timeframe. We're in that next era for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's going to happen, but man, wild times, people. Make sure to check out the Jocasta Nu kit reveal and the other updates yesterday. The Hunter kit reveal today. And if you didn't see, Darkseid Ray kind of weaseled her way in there as well yesterday. And people kind of moved on. They're like, all right, Darkseid Ray's here 2 minutes later. Oh, it's Jocasta Nu. Anyways, what's not new around here is I love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Leave that like, comment down below, subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And always remember, it's great to be in the Empire today.
Oh, it's great to be